Okay, so since it's real nice and dark, I'll tell you guys a really scary story with my friend in Mexico. She used to have a Ouija board, and I don't remember how she got it, but she will be playing with it. Oh, look, guys, it's the moon. It's so pretty. She did the mistake to be playing with the board alone all of the time. And then she would invite me to play with her. And I was like, I don't want to play with that. I don't do that. She's like, okay, whatever. So she always played with her Ouija board. And then things started happening. Like her attitude, the way she behaved, it was different. Her mom started seeing how she was changing. And with us as well. We would go out as a group of friends, and then she and I, we were sitting like on the street, and our friends were playing like football or whatever on the street. And then she's like, tell me which guy you want him to trip and fall. I was like, what? She's like, answer me that. And I was like, okay, let's say Guillermo. And then she would just stare at him, and then bam, he'll fall down. And I was like, whatever. That was just a coincidence. She's like, okay, pick another one. And I was like, but don't like injure them. And she's like, I'm not gonna hurt them. I'm just gonna make them fall. So you can believe me that I can make things happen. And I was like, okay. So then I pick another friend, let's say, I don't know, Luis, just making random names. And then again, she will be just staring at him, and then bam, he'll fall. And then the guys were like, what the hell are you doing, man? And then other things she would do, she will stare like at a cup of a soda, and then it will flip. And then she will look at a pencil, and it will roll. Like she could do things like this. And then one time when she was dating one of the guys, we were in like this abandoned house where we go and hang out and have some beers and whatever. And then this guy that he was dating, he came running out of the room all scared. And this is he was one of the toughest friends. Like, oh, I'm so tough. I'm the big muscle guy, right? And we're like, what is wrong with you? And he's like, dude, she's a freaking witch. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, we were listening to music, and then she said, pick a radio station. And he's like, what? Just pick a radio station. And then I picked the radio station, and the radio just starts turning by its own to that station that he picked. And then he's like, oh, stop messing with that. Like, it just happened because it just happened. The radio's old and whatever. It's okay, pick out another radio station. And then the dumbass, he did. And then she moved it again, just with her mind. And then he did something else. She did something else, but the shower door, she made it a slam. And because it was a glass shower door, it shattered, and that's what it freaked him out, and that's why he ran. He ran out of the room all freaked out. And then there was another girl, another friend. She didn't like her. My friend that played with the Ouija board, she didn't like this girl, and she put like a spell on her, and she started having like seizures and like a really bad fever, and she was talking like gibberish. And then we would ask her, what did you do to her? And she'll be like, I didn't do anything. It's like, yes, you did something to her. And we had to bring our friend, our friends carry her to one of their mom's house, one of the moms that was really religious, and she light up some candles, and she said, somebody put a spell on her, like a curse on her or something. And she was there praying and praying and doing like a cleanse and whatever. And then she finally came into it. And then she said that it was this girl that did it. It was so scary. That Ouija board was doing something to her. She had like some pact with the devil or a ghost or a spirit or something. And she was acting really mean. And her mom got rid of the Ouija board. She gave it to her brother, her uncle, and said, "You need to get rid of this." And then the next day, the mom will find my friend playing with the Ouija board again. And then she'll go and tell her brother, he's like, "I told you to get rid of it." He's like, "Mom, I did." Or sister, what was it? Her sister? It was her uncle. So it was her sister, yeah. He said, "I did." I said, "Well, now burn it. Burn the damn thing." So then he took it and he went and burned it. And the next day, I swear, the Ouija board was in her bedroom again. And now nobody wanted to be friends with her. Everybody didn't want to talk to her. I was the only one that was still friends with her. She was literally so sweet to me, only to me. She was mean to everybody else, scaring everybody else. And we had a sleepover. She was sleeping in my room, in my bed. We were together on my same bed. And then all of a sudden, the room started to feel so cold. And then it started to smell like incense, like somebody was burning like a candle or incense or something like that. And then she sits up on the bed, and then she was talking on some other language. I don't even know what it was. And then she started crying, and then she lays back down again and goes back to sleep. I was like, oh my God. And then she woke up, or I just went to bed. I don't remember that. But then I told her later or the next day, and I say, "Dude, you woke up or you sat up and you were like talking in another language." She's like, "No, I wasn't." And I said, "Yes, you were." And then the room was really cold, and then it started smelling like some type of candles or incense or something. And she's like, "No, it wasn't." And she didn't believe me, or she didn't want to admit. But she really was my best friend. She was so sweet to me. She was so nice to me. But yeah, she was playing with the Ouija board, and it totally changed her. And she was doing things. I don't remember how the mom got rid of the Ouija board finally. And then, did they move? I think they moved. And I never spoke to her again. But that was the experience, the closer experience to me with the Ouija board. And then it happened to my daughter. She asked me, "Can I play?" And I say, "No, you do not play with that." But she didn't listen. And then things started happening to her. But I want to tell the story with her. So we had to wait for her to want to share that. But yeah, that's a little Ouija board story. Very scary. Stay away from that. Seriously, that thing is real. Don't play with that. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Be safe. Bye.